Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey, good evening, Facebook family. Welcome to Season 2, Volume 1 of Post Daily Dose. With me, your trusted parenting advisor, faithful guide, and servant on the healing journey. What's my name? Big Papa, Brian+Post. Tonight's episode brought to you by Eastern Sod Store of Oklahoma City. For all your sod store needs in Oklahoma City and beyond, call 405-749-1622. Ask for Patrick. He'll give you a special New Year's discount. So if you want your grass to be beautiful in Oklahoma in 2020, then call Eastern Sod, located at 1101 Broadway Extension in Oklahoma City. Our first sponsor for the Daily Dose, starting the New Year's off right. So tonight's episode, we're going to talk about the single greatest key, the number one most powerful key to having the breakthrough to any of the parenting struggles that you've been dealing with. So I hope you're ready for that. I hope you guys had a fantastic New Year's Eve and you're ready to just rush into 2020 and be powerful and amazing. And so I thought, I'm going to just go ahead and lay it on the line for you guys. What the biggest key is. Mimi thinks that's funny. She's laughing at my sponsor. What the single biggest key is to all your parenting struggles. Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. I really don't think you're ready for this. Here's the thing. Oh, and if you want to be a sponsor of Post Daily Dose, all you got to do is send us an email at info@postinstitute.com. Put sponsor in the subject line, and we'll be in touch with you. So here's the thing. It's so simple. It's so simple. The key to the most powerful key to breaking through any of the parenting struggles you've ever had, ever will have. Doesn't matter what trauma is. It doesn't matter what the diagnosis may be. It doesn't matter if your child's been on medication. See, all those things come down to behaviors, right? And that's what people don't realize, that behaviors are the byproduct of trauma and stress. So you might get limited with the thought of trauma. Most people do, so don't worry about that. Most people don't realize just how pervasive trauma is in our society. So just think about stress. Behaviors are the byproduct of stress. So I said yesterday in the New Year's Eve episode that I wanted you to think about the three biggest struggles that you've had going into through 2019 and going into 2020. And I want to make a commitment to help you break through those. So you need to go back and watch last night's episode, because you didn't watch last night's episode. I'm not going to tell you what the special opportunity was for you, but I have something planned for you if you follow the instructions as they were set forth. It's my New Year's Eve welcome to 2020 gift. Welcome to the Post love-based parenting message. So here's the thing. If you want to have a breakthrough, doesn't matter what the challenge is, what the behavior has been, what the struggle has been, there's one thing that you have to do. One thing that you have to do, because ultimately you're the only one who's going to be able to make this happen. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's called love the behavior. Love the behavior. Regardless of what the challenge is, start loving it. Whatever the struggle is, start loving it. What does that look like? So here's what you have to realize, first of all, that 80% of the biggest struggles that you've dealt with, the real core of the struggle, 80% of it is that it stresses you out and it creates a vibration of fear for you. So these issues that you've had with your children, these behaviors that you have, they create stress for you, which manifests a vibration of fear for you and anxiety. Well, the problem is that anxiety mimics the anxiety that they have that gives root to the behavior to begin with. So the reason that you have such a difficult time creating breakthroughs into these behaviors is because the behavior itself manifests anxiety in you, and that anxiety in you just reinforces their anxiety. So their behaviors never can get better. They never can really improve, because the more stressed you get, the more anxious you get, the more fear you vibrate, the more you reinforce their existing state of stress and anxiety and fear. And that's what's actually manifesting the behaviors. I want you to breathe into that for a moment, because it's really big. This is where I'm going in 2020. I'm going to this next level, and you're coming with me. And that's why we're going to obliterate whatever these struggles have been over 2019. You're going to obliterate them in the next 90 days. 90 days gone. And it starts with this show tonight. When you start practicing loving the thing that drives you the craziest, when you start to practice I'm not going to say being grateful, but I could say being grateful. Let's go with that. When you start to practice being grateful for the thing that drives you the craziest, when you start to demonstrate compassion for the thing that drives you the craziest, the behaviors that your child demonstrates that drives you the most crazy, what does that look like? Your child's misbehaving. They're doing that thing they always do, and instead of getting frustrated about it, instead of consequencing them, instead of coming up with some elaborate plan to punish them, to teach them, to change them, to control them, to suppress the behavior, whatever that may be, instead of doing that, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take some deep breaths in, and I want you to look at them, and I want you to smile, and I want you to think love, and I want you to feel love. And all I want you to do is say to yourself, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And then I want you to say to them, thank you. Thank you. What else did you want to tell me? What else do you need to do? What else do you need to show me? Because I'm listening, I'm here, I'm present. That's all I want you to do. I just want you to love. That's just like one example. Your teenager goes out, stays out past curfew, comes home at midnight. They were supposed to be in at 10. What I want you to do, I want you to give them a big hug, and I want you to say, I just love you so much. I'm so happy you're home. I hope you sleep good. See you in the morning. And I want you to go to bed. Your 5-year-old falls out on the floor and is throwing a temper tantrum, and you don't know what to do. What I want you to do with that, I want you to stop. I want you to look at them, and I just want you to say, I love you so much. I love you so much. Get it all out. Let it all go. I'm here. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. And I want you to focus on radical love of the things that drive you the craziest. That's what I want you to focus on. So the things that drive you the craziest, I want you to focus on radical love. Because what radical love does is it changes the vibration. Radical love creates the vibration that makes healing possible. But it starts with us. It starts with us, and that's the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge to utilizing the most powerful key to parenting breakthroughs is getting through your own fear and anxiety. So I hope that's helpful. Remember, in any given situation, we always have two choices. You can continue to react from the same imprints and blueprints of stress and fear and overwhelm, or you can stop, slow down, breathe with me, take 3 to 10 deep breaths, and choose love. God bless you. Big Papa loves you. This is going to be an amazing 2020. Remember, again, one last thing I want to say, special thanks to our sponsor for tonight, Eastern Sod Store in Oklahoma City. For all your sod needs, call 405-749-1622 and ask for Patrick. Guys, it's going to be amazing. I will see you tomorrow.